Hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be making some hamburgers. Nothing really special with them, just some seasonings and all that. I'm using something called a Pampered Chef grill pan. Basically, what it is, it's this thing right here. It's a really nice thing here. It's dark out, I'm not going out on the grill, so this here will give it at least some lines and all that stuff. It just goes over the grates of your electric or gas cooktop. You'll see that in a second. First things first, I'm just gonna, chop up an onion using Pampered Chef knife. Let me get this here. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm really liking the new tripod. All right. So there we are. And basically, I'm just gonna give this a couple cuts. Like this. Now, there are a couple things you can do here with this, actually, if you really wanted to get them finer. This is the Pampered Chef manual food processor. It has a nice bottom on it so it doesn't slide around. I actually do like this tool a lot. I do use it a lot, so I will confess to that. Because it's not, I don't have to put cord anywhere. It doesn't take up a lot of room. And all you do is you just and then you got some finely minced or some finely chopped onions. This is a Pampered Chef little spatula. Perfect for this little application. I think I'll only do half an onion. Yeah, I made a little bit of a mess. I do that. Not really gonna, I don't think I'm gonna, well, I might just cook the onion just for a couple minutes just to get it soft, but nah, I don't know. So I might just throw it in and cook it with the burger. The other half of the onion, I'll put it in the fridge. So basically what I got here now is going to be some hamburgers. Get this out of the way. See how this doesn't really move? I like that. That is my sink draining. That is 2. Now these here were 2 pounds each. So I got 2 2-pound ones, so 4 pounds. If I make a 3rd pounders, I'm probably gonna get 3, 6, 9 to 12. If I do 1/4 pounders, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get 16. Duh. So I'm just gonna do that. Give my hands a quick little wash. All right. I'm gonna add some salt because, the meat I have doesn't come salted. Oh, I'm going to add from a company called Meat So Horny, Smoke Show salt. What it is, it's just smoked salt, and it's so good. So I'm just going to put a little bit in there to give it a little smoky flavor. I'm going to add some black truffle and herb from Pampered Chef. Give it a little earthiness. Some pepper, because, you know, it's pepper. Now I do this I don't measure really anything when I'm doing stuff like this. Some garlic powder. And that's it for now. What I'm gonna do when I form the patties, I'm gonna put this stuff on. It's called Butter Me Up from a company called Meat So Horny. It is freaking delicious. So I'm just gonna mix this up here. I'm not even really gonna measure patties or anything like that. I'm just gonna make patties. I mean, you should if you're hosting like a dinner party or something, you want to make them even. Just, you know, go ahead and measure them. Get a scale and, you know, make 5 ounces or something. You know. All right. I think that's pretty much incorporated. Let me just get I'm gonna use a paper plate. Why not? So I'm just gonna get like a ball in my hand, and I'll form it in my hand, and I'm just gonna put them on here. I'll form them in the patties before I put them on the grill. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't add the onions. Why didn't anybody tell me? Yeah, those onions will be good. I'm glad I didn't cut the other half, because that would have been too much. Just like a little bit of onion in my burger. No, the funny thing is, I'm not a big fan of putting like onions and tomatoes and especially lettuce on my burger. I'm just not a fan. But I'll put it in there. I'll put like an onion in the burger to give it some taste. So again, I'm not really, you know, measuring these things. I'm hoping to get maybe 8 or 9. You know, use how many people live in your household as a guide of how many burgers you want to get. And we got 4 here, so, you know, 8. Yeah, some are going to be smaller, some are going to be bigger. I don't care. If I have to, I'll take a little bit off of each one. Can't believe nobody told me about the onions, man. You guys are letting me down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8. There's 9. I'm gonna get one small one. There's your small one, and one medium-sized one. So basically like 10. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get the grill pan heated up, move you over, wash my hands, and go from there. I'll be back. All right, hello there. Let me get you back down here so we can see what's going on here. So I'm gonna take a patty, just, you know, smack it out a little bit. Put a little indentation in the middle there. The Meat So Horny. Little sprinkle on the top. Now it goes on the grill. A little bit more of a sprinkle. And we repeat. These are going to be about 4 minutes aside, 4 or 5 minutes aside, until, you know, done. They will shrink a little bit, but that's the way it is. Okay. Now, even with this grill pan on the grates here, you are going to get areas that are going to be hot and areas that are going to be cold. You just are. Not a thing you can do about it. Unless, I mean, I'm not sure about a gas grill. I mean, I have this, I don't have a gas grill. So, that's the only thing I can say. Try to experiment with that, and I failed miserably. All right. This is going to hold about 8. The only bad thing with this is, like, right here is going to be a cold spot. So you got to, like, move your burgers around. But, you know, once you use it a couple times, you get used to it, and you know where you got to move your burgers to. Go, you rub a little bit on there. And yes, I do wipe these down after I'm done using them. There we go. So it looks like I'm going to have 3 left over. What I'll do is I will put those on when these burgers all shrink a little bit. Yes, they will shrink a little bit because, you know, they're fat and all that stuff, and they will. I really like, you know, I like doing the grill pan, especially on like rainy days, cold days, and all that stuff. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this on for, actually, do the fan. And I'm going to set the timer on here for 4 minutes. And there you go. Well, I'm going to clean up a little bit and see you in a bit. All right, so it's been 4 minutes for the one side. Now let me flip these things here. When you're flipping, of course, you go to the order that you put down. Of course, I didn't follow my own advice. But you can see, like, down here is a little hotter than up here. That's a smaller burner on my stove. Let me just turn that one up a little bit. I have both burners turned on to like medium, which is like number 5, number 6. So I'm going to let these cook a little bit more, of course, and then I will add the other ones on there, and we'll go from there. Have yourselves a good day. What I basically just did is I put cheese on the ones that are done, and the 2 that are still cooking are going. Let me see here for 3 minutes. And I have 1 more to put on there, and I'll do that here in a few minutes. But it's going to be hot, and I have the cheese melting. So that's all. I'll show you the end product once I build a burger. Like I said, I'm not going to do onions, tomatoes, lettuce. I'm just going to put stuff down on the bottom of the Extreme Wellness zero net carb street taco shells. Those are awesome for keto. So I will see you in a bit and we'll go from there. All right, so everyone's off. I got this little patty here with the two things, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up a tomato, because this is how I like them. I'm eating the whole tomato. And I just put them on the plate. And usually just regular salt, but right now I got this Meat So Horny Vampire Hunter salt. It is fantastic on these tomatoes. Gives a great garlic smoky flavor. I know it looks like a lot, but it's not, because the tomatoes soak it right up. And besides, my sodium levels were really low my last blood test. So all right, let me just do one thing here for you. That is good. That is really good. I'm happy with that. That's really good. All right. Well, everybody have a good night, and we'll see what I'm going to be doing next week or next time. I don't know if I can post what I'm going to be doing next time on there or not, but I will try to find out. So everybody have a good night, and make some keto burgers.